Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. I am going to take you guys on a journey today, a little bit about my entrepreneurial journey. Some of you guys that know I own a car dealership here in Utah. I held a poll on my Instagram like 2 weeks ago that basically was saying, how would you guys like to see a video that took you back 5 years ago, where I was 5 years ago, where I am now, and what it took to get there. That's what we're gonna do. Come on down. To my A1 since day one. This is Jake Berry. Jake Berry's been with me since 2015. The plug. But yeah, this is my cousin. This is Jake Zane Berry. He's been with me since 2015. Thank you, cousin.
Been a pleasure.
And we've been running. Let's go. So the main purpose behind this video, guys, is to simply tell my story. Obviously, everyone's story is different. If you can take something and apply, I'm a firm believer in you can learn something from everyone, right? So if you can take something from this video and apply it to your entrepreneurial journey in 2019, great. I might not have all the answers, however, I can share experiences with you guys that have helped guide me down a path of entrepreneurship. So a little rewind, I guess, before I became a car dealer. I was actually an auto story. Well, how I got into the auction business is my dad sent me to auctioneer school in between my junior and senior year of high school. The day after I turned 18, I got my first job. My dad helped me get my first job as an auctioneer, and I did that for 5 years. So I was an auto auctioneer. My regular schedule was Tuesday I'd wake up and do a auction up in Magna called Odessa or Braziers back in the day, and then Wednesday I would work in Bountiful, Utah. I do an auction there. Thursday morning I wake up really early, go to the airport and fly to Phoenix, and I work in Phoenix like 8 in the morning to like noon, and then as soon as I got done there I would jump in a car with actually my business partner now. He was a buyer at the time because I couldn't afford obviously to fly from Phoenix to Vegas and then Vegas home, so I would have to drive from Phoenix to Vegas. And then Friday I would work in Vegas, and as soon as I got done with the auction there, I would jump in a car and drive it back for a dealer, and I'd actually make money driving a car back, so that way I didn't have to buy a plane ticket, because obviously plane tickets were expensive at the time in comparison to what I was making as an auctioneer. After that, I needed something to do because generally speaking an auction gets done at like 12 o'clock. So I would work till like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and then as soon as I got done with that, I would head to a car dealership who I would do sales and finance for like a year and a half. I guess like most entrepreneurs, when your back is put up against the wall, that's the best time for you to start a business, I guess, because literally I had a mortgage that I had to pay for. I just built a house. I was doing the auctions and working in a car dealership. As a young auctioneer, it's kind of hard to make it in the industry, I guess, because you're going up against the trust of like 50-year-old men, and a lot of people don't want to put trust in someone that's like 22, 23 years old. At the time, I had actually just got laid off in Phoenix. They were doing away with some of the ringmen there, and I had got laid off actually at the car dealership as well. And that's when I decided I want to start my own business. I felt like I knew the wholesale side of things well enough and the retail side of things well enough that I felt like I could do it on my own. But literally, I had like 10 grand in my bank and a line of credit, and that's how I started the dealership. I literally didn't have a whole lot, but that's where it all started. There it is, guys. OG Action Auto right here. This is where it all started. This little tiny location right here. The limit for the amount of cars we could hold on the location was 8 cars. We maxed it out every day. Thank you, Lehigh City, for putting up with us and letting us grow. So this is actually the first dealership that we started at. A funny story, I guess, of this property is when I was first looking for a place to start a car dealership, I remember they had it listed for $1,300 a month, and back then money was tight, so I literally was negotiating over $50, and I remember coming down to the point where if I don't get it for $1,250 a month, I'm out. Like, I can't do it, you know, even though that is literally like a cheeseburger or a night out with your family, you know. But yeah, we ended up getting the lease gratefully for $1,250 a month. And yeah, this is where it all started. As you can see, the lot is obviously super small. We literally had cars stacked like down this row as tight as we could stack them, and then up here like as tight as you could stack them. Right here there is a big field where we literally stored extra cars that were coming in. We stored them over there so we could get them ready and then bring them in here and have only retail ready cars here on the lot. For a funny story, I literally was standing like right up here talking to a customer, selling him on like I think it was like a 2005 Nissan Sentra. I was literally standing right here, and I can remember talking to the customer and trying to sell him on the idea of how we run business and how we do things and we take care of our customers. And I remember him saying, "Why should I buy from you? You probably won't be here next year." And I remember looking over to my friend right here thinking to myself, that's really not an option. You know, I never came into this thinking that failure was going to be an option, and I'd never considered it. Maybe I was naive in the fact that, yeah, there is a chance that you could fail, you know, there's going to be hard times. However, it literally wasn't an option to fail. So yeah, it was literally right here. This line was actually painted for us because we had to stay within our boundaries. There's a State Farm agent right here. We had to like block this off right here to separate our parking. That's how tight we had it in here. Another fun story of this location, as I said before, my last boss told everyone that I would fail in 6 months. This little office is literally just one office right here. And as you walk in, we had our desk sitting like this at an L shape, and we literally had 3 customers all at the same desk closing deals right here. The best part about it is our old boss like walked into the office, and as we were closing those 3 deals, he pulled up obviously in his red Lamborghini, you know, being all cool, which we thought was super cool at the time. Obviously he's driving a Lamborghini. Super successful guys, really good guys as well. But it was cool for me because as an entrepreneur, like, even though they had said, you know, he'll probably fail in 6 months or whatever, it was like that was my opportunity to show them success. Like, I was having success as they walked in, and it just so happened we had 3 customers closing deals all at the same time, which was super cool. We are gonna head over to the actual now Action Auto Lehigh location. I can remember walking along the side of this road with one of my best friends, Skylar Dickerson, and telling him how we sold like 40 cars in 1 month over at the old location. I remember telling him, man, if we can sell like 60 cars a month here, like, that's killing it, you know, we'll be super stoked. And actually our second month here, we didn't even have actual asphalt or anything. It was literally a dirt location. And we sold 62 cars in November, our second month here. I remember it was like me and Jake were super stoked because it was like our first successful month here at the location, and we didn't even have asphalt. So that was super cool, a monumental step for us, I guess. So this location was just literally a dirt field and an old house. As an entrepreneur, when you first start, obviously money is tight and stuff like that. When I developed this, I bought this location in 2015. It took us actually till like the end of 2016 to finish this location. Pretty crazy, took a long time. It was actually right between like 2014, I would say, to like 2016-ish, obviously still till now, was like the main like rebound of the crash of 2008, where everything was starting to roll again, everything was booming, business was good, interest rates were low, people were buying, and I remember it was super tough to find a contractor that would take on this job, because it wasn't like a massive job for them, and they had obviously other options. So we ended up finishing this in like 2017, 2016, I would say, end of 2016, because we bought the Orem location November of 2017. But yeah, we'll walk you around the dealership and kind of give you guys a rundown as to like how it all came together. So as you can see, this was the house right here, and then the front door literally walked right in here. you can see we like made it not look like a house and more like a business. We took out the door, put in a window, renovated that, and then this was something that we added as time went on. We have a little show pad right here. Come with me, we'll walk inside, kind of show you the interior of the place. See you, Theron. We'll show you, so this shop came in the end of 2016. We originally just had the house, and then we actually still were leasing the property across the street. So we had detail across the street, and then we'd store all the cars there that weren't ready for sale, and then we'd bring them over as we got them ready. So this is the shop that we built in 2016. It was super nice when we ended up getting this place because we could actually detail here and get cars ready here, picture them here, rather than have to run across the street like 50 times a day. I had employees like running across the street all day, every day, getting cars, bringing them here, picturing them, and then taking them back. Because we would fill cars in as we needed. As we needed more space, we would just fill them in. As we sold cars, we would fill them in with new cars from across the street. Walk in here, turn on the lights. Doesn't get used a whole lot right now because we do most of our recon down in our Orem store. So literally this shop is only used for like special occasions, or if we have a customer that needs something done here, we bring them in here, bust it out real quick, and then they're on their way. But as far as like pre-sale and everything's done down at our Orem store. Let me introduce you guys to Dylan.
We're doing some videos. What's up, Mr. Barry?
What up, dude? So this is Dylan. Dylan's been with us since 2016. 2016. So he started in sales. He now does finance for us. As you can see, obviously, clean cars when it needs to be, fix hoses. We had a blowout on our hose. He's fixing the hose. So yeah, Dylan's been a part of the team since 2016. So cool.
Thanks, Mr. Barry.
Good job.
Good
morning.
No.
Come on. So welcome to Matt's office.
Oh geez.
So we're gonna do a little interview. This is Matt. Matt's been with us since 2015?
16.
16. First part of 2016. He does finance for us here at the Lehigh location. Big camera shy, ladies and gentlemen. Matt is still single, in case you were wondering. You've probably seen his truck on my Instagram. He has a 600 horsepower GMC 1500. It's pretty sick. But yeah. So what do you do here at Lehigh location? Pretty much the boss. Matt and Dylan pretty much run the Lehigh location. I don't visit here much. I come here like twice a week? Maybe twice a week. Yeah, I come up to see Kylie and Hudson. So Kylie's office is actually across the hall. My office is down in Orem. So we work at two separate locations. It's been really cool working with my family, being able to work with my family. Obviously, we're a pretty tight-knit group here. So this was my old office. Turned into Hudson's playground, as you can see, in Kylie's office. Kylie does title work for us. She does title, she does bookkeeping, she does a little bit of everything. Cool part about Kylie is my wife, obviously. Love her con todo mi corazón. But yeah, she's been with. I actually met Kylie in the first part of 2013 when we started the dealership, and she's been with us ever since. So we got married a year and a half ago. But yeah, she's been with me since the very beginning, which is pretty cool. What do you got there? And here we are back at Action Out of Orem, where we occupy most of our time. My office is here. Alexa's office is obviously here as well. She's right around the corner. This is Action Out of Orem. We bought this last November. Getting it going. Looks like we have a customer here driving a Lexus GS350. That's Eric. Eric's been with us for quite a while as well. Best service ever. Oh! Truck right in the way. How are we supposed to pull in? Excuse me. Ronnie. Guys, I just really want you to get to know Ronnie over here. This is Geronimo. Geronimo, what do you have to say for the camera?
Action Auto is the best.
That's right. Good answer, boy. Thank you guys for coming out and watching our documentary today. We are going to have more videos coming at you. We're looking forward to a successful 2019. We want to bring you guys along. We want to talk about our entrepreneur journey. Said that a lot today. But mainly what we want to focus on is transparency and what it takes to run a business. We want to show you the fun side of running a business, the highs, the lows, everything all together, and hopefully that adds value to you guys. Comment down below in the comment section if you guys have any questions. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys again for coming out and enjoying this video with us. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't know if you enjoyed it, but hopefully you did. We will see you in the next video.